Every time Tyrese Haliburton touches the ball, the Knicks hold their breath. Not because he's some unstoppable scorer, but because he controls every possession like a chess master, already 3 moves ahead before anyone else knows the game has started. And that's the problem. You don't just stop Haliburton, you survive him, you try to weather the storm. But in this series, he is the storm. The Knicks don't just have a matchup issue, they have a Tyrese Haliburton problem. The Knicks came into this series with momentum. Tough defense, physicality, a star playing at an MVP level. But none of that seems to matter when Haliburton is on the floor. He's completely rewiring the pace and rhythm of every game. Not by dominating the box score, but by manipulating the geometry of the court in real time. It starts with how he weaponizes transition. Most teams need a turnover or a rebound to ignite the break. With Haliburton, all it takes is the idea of an advantage, missed shot. He's already throwing a hit-ahead pass before the camera can pan. Made shot, doesn't matter, he's grabbing it out of the net and launching the offense before the Knicks even turn their heads. That constant pressure is where New York's problems begin. Because when a defense isn't set, you can't execute your game plan. And that's exactly what the Pacers want. Cross matches, scrambled rotations, trailing defenders. It's a feeding frenzy for Haliburton. One look up the floor and he's found the mismatch. Sometimes it's Brunson stuck on a bigger wing like Siakam. Other times it's a slow big caught in no man's land. Either way, Haliburton knows how to punish it. And when there's no immediate outlet, that's when things get even more dangerous. Because now Haliburton has the ball in his hands, in space, scanning the floor like a quarterback. If a help defender takes a wrong step, he's slicing through the lane. If the big drops, he's pulling up from mid-range. If a shooter peels off the corner, the pass is already in motion. His vision is absurd, but it's his timing that kills you. Everything is early, never rushed, but always a beat ahead. That alone would be enough of a problem for the Knicks. But what's breaking their defense down possession after possession is how fast Indiana gets into its offense. There's no walking it up, no time to breathe. They're already setting high ball screens 5 seconds into the shot clock. And that puts the Knicks bigs in a nightmare scenario. The Pacers have hunted Mitchell Robinson and Isaiah Hartenstein relentlessly in these actions. If they play drop coverage, Haliburton snakes into space, glides to the elbow, and knocks down the jumper. Do it once, and it's a decent shot. Do it 5 times, and the defense has to adjust, so the Knicks started switching. That only opened the door for Haliburton to attack one-on-one where his handle, pace control, and hesitation moves are just too much for any center to handle in space. Even when they bring help, he's reading it perfectly and kicking out to the corner or hitting Turner on the short roll. This is where things start to spiral, because when Haliburton starts picking apart your coverage, panic sets in. Now, point-of-attack defenders are overplaying, weak side rotations are late, and suddenly, guys like Nembhard and Nesmith are stepping into wide-open threes or backdoor cuts. It's not flashy, it's not always loud, but it's effective. Death by 1,000 cuts. Even when the Knicks try to slow things down, Haliburton doesn't give them the chance. Made free throws, doesn't matter. Dead ball, still running. There was a play in Game 4 where he caught the inbound on a completely dead possession and still pushed it into an advantage situation within seconds. That's not just pace, that's calculated chaos. And it's working because the Knicks want a war of attrition. Slow it down, pound the ball, grind out possessions. But Haliburton has flipped the script. Now it's their legs that are tired, their defenders chasing shadows, their rotations breaking down by the second quarter. And when it does settle into the half court, it doesn't get any easier because Haliburton doesn't need to beat you with volume. Just precision. One pass to shift the defense, one ball screen to trigger help, one cut to force a rotation, and suddenly the Knicks are helping off shooters they shouldn't, switching into matchups they can't handle, and hoping Haliburton Doesn't find the one mistake they made, which of course he always does. The worst part, he's not even forcing anything. No wasted movement, no empty possessions, just read after read, pass after pass, dagger after dagger, and the Knicks have no answer.